after last night's press conference, many of the mayors were receiving phone calls from community members in their communities asking what did the governor propose last night and what did it mean. We thought we would get together this morning on emergency call of the region's mayors and outline a very clear path forward that we thought the governor should take from the Portland Metro region perspective, which is everybody should stay home. There should be a statewide order that mandates that. We felt like there was no time for equivocation. We know that what is coming at us, we know how fast this thing spreads, and we know that the only way to collectively attack this issue is from a statewide order. We can, Portland had, obviously had done a lot of work on what a stay-at-home order means, and we know that this virus knows no municipal boundary, and that in a region of nearly 2 million people, that the region's mayors were going to be coordinated in what they felt the response should be, and that overwhelmingly was a letter to the order urging her to take strong action and get an order out urging folks to stay home.
Did you feel like maybe you were confused after the press conference last night? Because we were.
I think a lot of people were confused by the press conference. I think a couple different things were said a couple different times, and that really was the impetus of making this emergency phone call today from the region's mayors, was to say, listen, there's no ambiguity between our jurisdictions. There's no equivocation. It is now the time to issue a very strong order that closes businesses and tells people to stay home.
Void of having a statewide order mandating people to stay home, do you feel like people won't really listen to the direction of, socially distanced, stay home as much as possible?
Yes. Again, I think what the region's mayor said was that there was no time for equivocation. You're seeing in real time today Oregon's beaches be overrun with people and at the coast, and that is absolutely the wrong thing that we need to be doing right now. We have no idea how many people are actually infected. We have no idea. And spreading, some folks will have no symptoms and will spread it and spread it. The best course of action in order to get a hold of this is for everybody to stay home. And we did not want, again, any equivocation from the region's mayors. We're in solidarity.
And I know you can't speak for the governor, but why do you think she's so opposed to this after coming out with Multnomah County and with Portland's mayor last night for this press conference? Why do you think she's opposed to putting one in place at this point?
Well, I think that these are big issues and they're tough, and it's hard for people to understand, what is it and what is it place. Obviously, no elected official wants to close people's businesses. They don't, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to tell our fiercely independent and rugged citizens that they cannot go out of their house. Nobody wants to do that. However, the time for that is past. We have got to get a hold on this. We have seen in other countries what has happened to the hospital system. That will happen here. We will be making choices of who lives and who dies. That's not okay. We need to be very bold and strong right now and get a hold of this in a very meaningful way. And again, the region's mayors felt that they really felt strongly about these protections and wanted to make sure that they were in place. Well, the fact is that the mayors are already doing that. I mean, this morning we pushed out messages urging Gresham residents to stay home. That's happened similarly in cities all over the Portland Metro region. But the reality of this, Morgan, is that this virus knows no municipal boundary, period. And there's only one way to do this, which is a statewide policy. And actually, probably there needs to be a federal policy in place too. But we have got to get ahead of this in a meaningful way. I mean, listen, we're talking about, we're in daily communication with the hospital system, but you're talking about turning empty buildings into makeshift hospitals. I mean, that's where we're at. And, we want people to be outside. We want people, to not be mentally isolated. The fact is, if you're going to be outside, you've got to stay 6 feet from somebody unless they're in your immediate family. So that means no basketball games. right? I mean, it's like we've got to use common sense. And again, these are not decisions any elected leader wants to make. They are not. But the fact of the matter is that this is life and death. And we have got to have people stay home so that we can slow the spread of this. Personally, I'm in the restaurant business. I've been in the restaurant business for 20 years. This is terrible. It's a horrible thing for us. But it is the right call. I mean, it is absolutely the right call. These people have got to understand that these decisions are not easy and they're not made in haste, but they are actually in real time the best decisions that we can make based on what the public health experts are telling us and based on what we've seen has gone on all over the globe. The countries that have been quicker to react are the ones to slow the stem, much quicker, and that's what we can do in this country. We'll come out of the other side of this, but this is not an individual city, an individual mayor, an individual citizen fight. This is a collective fight that every Oregonian needs to be involved in, and that means we have got to stay home.
Unfortunate that people do sometimes need that mandate from the government in order to take something seriously and listen.
Yeah, well, again, there's no time for equivocation or confusion. We have to be direct, we have to be straightforward, and we have to level with people. And the level is, this will kill you. Stay home.